Welcome to another episode of Soul Food Sundays. As you can see, I am at home in my backyard, grounding and enjoying this fresh air. Just got back from the gym, so I've been home long enough to take a bath and make me a salad and post up outside under this tree in my backyard that I have been saying for the longest. I'm gonna start spending time meditating under that tree, and I never do it. I meditate, but I do it in the house, or there's another spot in my backyard that I'll post up at sometimes. But it's my first time kind of camping out for a minute under this tree, and if the mosquitoes don't run me back in the house, we gonna complete this Sunday's reading right here and see what Message Spirit has for us. I hope that you guys have had a good week. This is my first Soul Food Sunday since Mexico, so I have to tell y'all about the trip. It was dope. I went by myself. Just needed to get away, and I get a long time. That wasn't the issue, but I needed a change of scenery. And the Pisces in me loves being near the sea or the ocean, hell, the river, the lake, the pond. I just love bodies of water. As I have been on the spiritual journey of awakening and ascension, I have come to find out just why that is, because I have a lot of water in my chart. I have a Scorpio stellium, which means that I have 3 or more Scorpio placements in my chart. Scorpio is a water sign. Then I have Pisces. I'm a Pisces Venus, which is a water sign. And then I'm also an Aries Pisces cusper, which means that my birthday falls on the first day for Aries, just barely out of the Pisces cycle. So yeah, a lot of water. And I'm a very emotional being, even though it does not appear that way on the surface, because that's my Capricorn rising, which is Earth. I think Capricorn is Earth. So yeah, it makes sense that I would love connecting with water in that way. And so I got an opportunity to do that. I went for walks on the beach. I mean, hell, y'all know I was still recording stuff while I was there. And baby, I am itching. But I'm itching because I didn't put on any lotion or anything when I got out of the tub, because I didn't want to be smelling like a piece of candy, and the mosquitoes treat me as such. But now I'm itchy anyway because I'm dry as hell. So I hope y'all can see how ashy I am, and if you can, oh well. But the trip was dope. Had a great time. Got an opportunity to meet some cool people and just sit on the rooftop and look out at the infinity pool and the ocean just beyond the infinity pool. I cannot wait to go back. I got some things I need to take care of though in order to do that. So it really gave me some clarity and the motivation to come back home and really get focused on some of the things that I might have went a little overboard with the lip balm. My God. Get home and really get focused on some of my priorities in terms of school and the channel, things like that. But I thank y'all for joining me. If this is your first time joining, thank you, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment should you feel the need. And y'all know the drill. We're gonna get into it with a reading from the Sacred Travelers. I felt like this would be a good deck to pull from at this time, considering that I'm just getting back from what I consider to be a very sacred trip. I had so many synchronicities to occur while I was on this trip, and so in my reflection, I do come to understand that God was all up and through that. And these days, I'm not really trying to partake in and do any thing that God ain't all up and through, because I trust that He's leading me in the right direction. I hope you guys have that same conviction. And we're going to go into prayer and just see what message God brings for us to help us better navigate the week ahead. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we just thank you for all that you have done for us up to this point, and not just what you've done for us, but for what you are, for just being. We thank you for your love and light. We thank you for the sense of community that you bring to us, and we just ask going forward, dear God, that you continue to lead and guide us on the path in which you would have us to navigate. God, please provide the best message for our highest good as a collective as we move into a new week. Dear God, what message do you have for us to meditate on as we move into a new week? Amen. Yeah, I'm definitely about to carry up, because this ashiness is just not a good look. Okay, so we got 2 cards. One being crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So it's time to stop being stagnant. It's time to release some things, to heal some things, to get connected with God, source, creator, the universe, Jesus, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, it's all the same. But to get connected not only with God, but with one another, to mend some things, whether they be broken relationships, things within us that need mending. It's time out for going with emotions and skirting over those things that we need to pay attention to, those things that we need to really work on. Because in order to move to another level or to move further on our journey, we got to unpack some of those things. And that's the last term, releasing. We got to release some stuff. We got to unpack. So the next card is what I just say. Ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. In order to do that, we got to heal, connect, mend, and release. So I would say that these messages definitely coincide with one another. There may be some things that come up this week for us, and I do mean us, because basically every message I give on this channel is something that I'm dealing with personally, that we all collectively are experiencing at some point or another, because what we don't understand is energy is infinite. You know, you could be going through something that looks different but on the surface, but the depth of it is the same as what I'm going through. And so that's basically how these messages even come about, and why I feel the need to deliver a message, because if I have some knowledge, some wisdom, some insight, or intuitive message that can help you to navigate what you're going through as well as what I'm going through, we got a better chance of making it through that thing. So as we are ascending on our journey, in order to ascend on our journey, we got to pack light. We got to undo some of the things that release some of the things that we've been carrying with us. Some of us from childhood, from past lives. What we don't realize is a lot of the stuff and the trauma that we carry is in our DNA from generations before us, but we have the power to unpack those things, and it just requires some individual commitment on our part. It requires being committed to being involved in communities that are like-minded and have the same understanding of healing and love as you do. And they are out there right now. You know, we're kind of limited because we have the pandemic, and everybody's not able to just we ain't able to congregate as much. But at the same time, we have to take advantage of those freedoms and opportunities that we do have. And even if they're online is a great opportunity to foster community, hence the channel. So I am going to read the messages from the book, just so we can dive a little deeper into what messages are being provided to us. So crossing bridges is a way to let go of the past and begin a new cycle in life. A heartfelt change is ahead. It's time for healing old wounds with people and situations. It's time to forgive and let go of the past. Do whatever you need to do to make amends and then let it all go. If there's anything unresolved in your life, take steps to restore and reconcile. You may even need to burn your bridges behind you. Heal the rifts within yourself. Help others traverse bridges in their lives. When the traveler crosses a bridge, a new land awaits on the other side. You are ready to cross a bridge or bridge a gap in your life. There are times to step away from certain people and situations. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places and then go forward. This is one of those powerful healing times to choose. Maybe there's a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievance. Forgive. Let it go. Do it now. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there's a person from your past with whom you should reconnect or release completely. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. So one thing that stands out to me about this message is that it's important that we have discernment. There may be some things that come up this week where you're faced with either forgiving someone or needing forgiveness from someone, and I think that's something that we forget. We're quick to not want to extend grace to people when we're not perfect. Sometimes we need people to extend grace to us, and in order to do that, it's got to be a two-way street. You need forgiveness from other people, and others need forgiveness from you. Regardless of whether you get that forgiveness from people, you have to forgive yourself for some of the things that you may have done. So some of that may be coming up, but whatever it is, it needs attention. It can't be stagnant any longer. We can't skirt over it any longer and not cope. We got to stop coping. We have to deal with those things, which is different. I was watching an interview the other day. Natalie Manuel Lee, I think is her name, and she does a show online where she interviews different celebrities about different topics, and she was interviewing gospel rap artist Lecrae, and he was talking about the dynamic of the cross and how the up and down portion of the cross is about our relationship with God, and the cross portion of it is about our relationship with one another. And that's so important that we give that effort and devotion just as much as we do with our relationship with Christ or with God. And as a matter of fact, it's even significant that when you see a cross, the portion that is the longest is the portion that's significant of our relationship with the Creator, and the portion that is the shortest is our relationship with one another, our neighborly connection. That's the shortest, which says that there's not a lot of space between us, so we don't need to create more space by holding on to grudges and things of that nature. And if we're going to ascend the mountain, if we're ever going to get to the top of the pinnacle of our lives or our growth or our soul development, whatever that looks like for you, you just want to be mindful of the importance of nurturing, cultivating good relationships with one another. And sometimes that's not making up. Sometimes that's going your separate ways, but going about it amicably, peacefully. And even if you don't have that on the other person's part, we have as individuals control over that. There's quite a few people who I don't fool with for whatever reason, and I ain't ready to fight nobody. I ain't even got words for them. I don't wish nothing bad on them. As a matter of fact, I still pray for them. However, I know that the best thing for that relationship is for me to let that go, to move forward and onward and upward. So let's see what the message for ascending the mountain is. The journey might be hard right now, but a great view awaits you. You most certainly can achieve your goal. However, you must continue forward through hard work and diligence. Do not give up. Even if it seems hard, keep going forward. Even if sometimes seems that you are going up 3 steps and falling back 2. you're still getting closer to your goal. Sometimes you may need to take smaller steps, but do not stop. Every step takes you closer to the peak of the mountain, and when you arrive, the view will be spectacular. It will be worth all of your hard effort. It's okay to stumble or fall down. Just don't stay down. Don't allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even by your own limiting beliefs or fears. Go beyond boundaries of self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and courageously. Keep moving forward fearlessly. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a bearer for others. Okay, little ant. Move. So what that message is basically telling us is the importance of releasing, the importance of having boundaries when you're dealing with people, the importance of using your throat chakra and speaking up for yourself as you move forward on your journey, to stay encouraged, because you'll always have people along the way, the naysayers. You'll have things that are getting your way, obstacles, but you need to be able to identify what those obstacles are and what those distractions are, and to move beyond them. And just like with me going to Mexico and going by myself, I had so many people who I told, yeah, I'm planning, to go to Mexico and I'm gonna go by myself, and they were like, what? No, you can't do that. You can't go by yourself. Woo, woo, woo. And I was like, yo, watch me. God got me. Matter of fact, God spoke to me and told me to go on this trip. So why would God send me on this trip if I'm not safe? And if I go on this trip and something happened, that was meant to happen. So it was just like, regardless of what chatter was going on around me, I went, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I would not have had it had it not been for me using my own mind and going ahead and stepping out on faith and doing that again. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. So I hope this message found you guys well. Like I said, comment if you have a comment on some of the commentary or even a question. Subscribe, tell your friends what's going on Turquoise Majesty. I'm hoping to bring you guys more content as time goes on. If you have not, check out the episode of co-creating that I did while I was in Mexico on color therapy. And I hope you guys have a dope week. If you wanted to book a personal reading, you can reach me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. We can discuss the different types of readings that I provide, prices and things of that nature. So with that being said, I'm about to go put on some lotion because I'm tired of scratching like a crackhead. Bye.